but if it is, these are the markings. So this is the Fibonacci in the 1 hour chart, Euro USD. Yeah, so price is just there safely at the 38.2, being supported. Yeah, so that is before this news comes out. Let me put these two Fibonacci's there together. I'll give them different colors so that we can differentiate them. Okay, so this one I'll make it a color which is, I'll make it red, a color which is very visible. Okay, so so these areas here, the 50.0, then here there's the okay, so the 20, okay, normally the 23.6. So this one here is just here at this resistance, and it's the same mark there. So this is a major area for resistance and support. And down here, maybe this 23.6 of the long term and the 50.0 can give proper support. If price reaches there, they are both colliding there. So if price is going up, then that is an area to get your support from. If price is going down, then that's another area to look out for, a support level to break. So when this news comes out, the market will obviously take a certain direction. If you're already in, if you're doing a long-term trade, then you're obviously buying, because basing on this relative strength index, let me add it there. Yeah, so basing on the relative strength index, we have we have these rising bottoms, as you see them there. Then here, as we have we have these two bottoms here which are almost equal, but they are they are very far apart on this on the chart. So so basically we have in the long term, this is obviously bullish, but anything can make it bearish. And looking at the news, expected to be negative for the US dollar. The euro should obviously rise against the dollar. So there are so many pointers to a bullish market here than a bearish market. But if whatever happens, if the market starts going down, then those who are selling will make money, and those who are buying, if you make a loss, you can blame that on the market makers. And it's always good to find someone to blame when you make a loss in the market. Okay, so I think this thing has loaded. So the Euro USD is, it's saying sell. Everything is pointing to sell. And I think that was a result of that news, the GDP. It wasn't really positive for the euro. GBP USD is also saying sell. Let's just take a quick look at it. Okay, chart window is there. Yeah, so this this chart had news earlier on today morning. This news was around 9, but this chart. Okay, so this is the chart. 4 hour is right there. So the general sentiment for this chart has been to sell this whole week. All analysis from everyone has been sell. Everyone is selling, and the chart is actually selling. Something to be very happy about. So here you can follow what so many people are doing, and you actually sell. There's something wrong with this Fibonacci right now. I hope it actually it's messing around. Okay. So so if you're selling, then there's something to really look out for. This chart, okay, looking at this trend here, it is right now being supported at this 50.0 Fibonacci, and it looks like some kind of a range market just there before that mark. So this is this is something. Okay, maybe if price breaks below this 50.0, then you can comfortably trade to the 61.8. It's it looks it's looks very safe, and price has been there are about 40 pips there between 50.0 and 61.8, and price has been it has been being resisted there. Let me put the RSI and see if it gives us any kind of direction. Yeah, so we're looking at these tops to give us some kind of a meaningful direction, and maybe these two tops here. This one here is higher than that one, just by looking at it. So this, let me put this cross here and actually measure, and we see which one is higher. So yeah, it is slightly higher than this previous one. So you can take that as your something to comfort you if you're selling. Yeah, but then if price has been supported there before, not so long ago, that was I think that was yesterday. So price was resisted there and slightly above that, but then price has been breaking below this first area of support. Price broke through it there and created a new area of support there, which has now been broken. So maybe if price doesn't directly go to this. Okay, USD Japan, this is normally when Euro USD is buying or selling, this one is normally doing the opposite sometimes. So here we have the USD Japan selling and Euro USD selling. It's quite interesting. Okay, let's take a look at the USD Japan. There's been some crazy movement there. Right? It has been very steep recently. Those crazy candlesticks there. Put a 4-hour chart. So this one here generally looks it looks sort of it's bearish, sideways, moving sideways, but bearish. Okay, let me see if we can get some kind of okay, the chart was still loading. Yeah, so right now it is in that zone. I'm going to put these Fibonacci's and we just get a glimpse of what is happening there. Yeah, so price is just below this 61.8, and it looks to be in the middle, somewhere in between the 61.8 and the 100 mark. So if price, if it's going to be resisted, if it's going to be supported there, then maybe we just wait and see the market, how the market is going to move upwards. But then if price breaks below that area, the lowest it has gone is there, that mark. And this small tail that just came about, this was I think yesterday or last night, it was perfectly supported there at that level. So for this USD JPY, the best decision to make is after price has broken below that below this area here of support. And if that happens, then you can safely trade downwards, maybe to this 100 mark, where this is sort of they call it a freak show. Some people, this very high movement, that very strong, very strong price movement. So it happened there just at the beginning of this upward trend, and happened there again, jumping from one support level to this resistance. It looks good. Then here we have that same kind of that sort of thing happening, and yeah, so now we are there. So it's not every day that price goes below that 61.8 and plays around down there, but that's where we are. And if it continues selling, then we can safely go to this 100.0, or you look at your risk management and you see how much profit to take there, so that you don't lose everything. Okay, let's look for another chart. The US dollar versus the Canadian dollar. It one looks very nice. So there's a lot of strong buy inside there. The USD, USD versus the Canadian dollar. Yeah, so it is obviously bullish. Yeah, so assuming that this was the previous upward trend, this one, then this should be our downward trend. This high point to this low point, that can serve as a good downward trend to understand exactly what's happening. So there we are. Price has just broken above this 50.0 mark, according to this Fibonacci's. So price has broken above there just now, and it has been it's a 4-hour chart. Let me first show you this. Look at all these candlesticks. None of them is white. They are all black. They are all moving upwards. So I don't see all the time on a 4-hour chart. It's there, but it's not very common. So these are so many candlesticks that are bullish, and that explains